But I can tell you what my ruling is going to be. What my ruling is going to be is yes, I need to see it in camera inspection, and I will make a determination of whether it's relevant or not. If I deem that it's not relevant from the in-camera inspection, then that will be the end of it. All ready to go on the record?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 11724, State of Texas versus Jordan Robbins. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Brittany Mitchell for the state.
Amy Owen for the defense.
All right. And the other two attorneys who are here?
Yes, Judge. Brandon Wong for Alexander Reed.
All right, so everybody, please do not whisper because the court reporter cannot hear. So,
Brandon Wong for Alexander Reed.
Yes, Your Honor. Rick Foster here for Dr. Javier Rodriguez.
all right. So before we get into the reason for the other two attorneys being present, I want to make sure that you have all the discovery from the state that the state has in its possession.
That the state has in its possession, I believe so, Your Honor. I do not know if that's what is in their possession is comprehensive of the order of the court of what was ordered to be turned over. I had not looked at that yet, since we do have a final discovery, I believe, setting, I think it's on the 24th.
On the
Or it's
24th.
24th.
So this was set for the motion to quash today, and we already have a discovery setting set on the 24th.
Okay. All right. So let's go over the motion then. And I have a first amended motion.
Yes, Judge. Do you need a copy?
Oh, I have this. And did you file a motion as well, or is
I did
this?
not, Your Honor, found out about it yesterday, but we're subject to this motion because we're the doctor, one of the doctors that is being asked to produce records for Mr. Wong's client, Ms. Reed.
All right.
And Your Honor,
So defense.
Your Honor, so as the court's aware, we have argued, sort of argued this prior to the court, and we're not on a fishing expedition to for all of her medical records, but what we are interested in and looking for are medical records that occur between January 1st of 2022 up through January 31st of 2022.
All right. Do y'all want to write this down, what she's asking for?
I can get it.
Okay.
Let Mr. Wong know. So there's American Health Imaging on January 6th, 2022, January 18th with Dr. Nivra Beta, January 21st with Dr. Malhorta, and January 31st with North Central Baptist Hospital ER. And then we know that the outcry in this case is February 8th and 9th. And the reason we're asking for this, Your Honor, is that the mother of the complainant suffers from a frontal traumatic brain injury. We know that occurred in 2012. And those, because of, without revealing too much of our defensive strategy in this case, there's information contained within the case file of the civil discovery and within the court-ordered psychological evaluation by Dr. Richard Tice that gives us reason to believe that there could be exculpatory information contained within mother's medical records, mother's outcry witness in this case. And we believe that what is contained within those records could be exculpatory. We're asking for the court to do it. We're not asking for them to be turned over. We're asking if the court would do an in-camera review of these records to see if there's anything relevant to this case in terms of symptoms and diagnoses of what happened within the 30 days of outcry. And that's what we're requesting.
All right. And state,
Yes.
are you planning on calling this witness as an outcry witness or calling this witness at all?
She would be the outcry witness, Your Honor. And we had a hearing previously on this, and our position as to why we did not feel that these records were necessary was because she is just the outcry witness. She's not, the allegations themselves come from the child. The child said these allegations multiple times. And it's just very attenuated from how there could be any relevancy. It's kind of well, there might be something in there. And we don't know that there is. And it's it's the state's view that it's outside our duties to provide, which is why they chose to subpoena independently.
Well, the court's question, this brain injury, did it occur before or after the alleged outcry?
Before.
About 10 years before.
All right.
Judge, obviously, they're asking for my client's protected HIPAA information. It's just clearly a fishing expedition. The subpoena is defective on its face. They actually didn't even follow the procedure. They didn't serve my client. They never served my client with the actual subpoena for any of the records they're asking for. The subpoena is incorrect because it doesn't even list her name correctly, her birthday correctly. So again, no one can even provide the information they want because again, it's just defective on its face.
But obviously, you know,
Obviously, I know about it, but and
'Cause
that's
you're
why we're
here.
here. But the reality is, Your Honor, as the state said, none of this information is remotely relevant. They're just trying to simply fish. My client, again, she's one of many outcry witnesses that have heard the child's statement. She's not the victim. She's not saying this happened to her.
but this is the person that the state is calling as an outcry.
I get it, Judge. But again, she's not the only one. And then they're still able to have my client on the stand, ask her whatever whatever they want. You know, that is, we all know that is how it works. And so they're able to get whatever information. They're trying to link something that happened 10 years ago and saying, well, now she got some sort of mental handicap where she is now convincing her child. And, you know, that's their strategy. It's not even a secret. They're trying to say that she has influenced her child to say that these allegations have occurred to her. It's a stretch to say the least, Your Honor. And so again, it's just harassment on the part of, you know, they're just making my client spend countless dollars and time fighting this thing. She has nothing to do with it. All she did, she made a report and that's it. She's out of it. And so again, for them to now seek all of her records, you know, now they're cutting it down. Originally it was her entire medical file, her entire medical records. And I understand they just want a couple visits here and there. But again, Your Honor, my client's still going to have to produce them. It's a hassle. There is nothing relevant that's going to come from this. And they're keeping it's possibly exculpatory. They don't know. There's nothing other than just their speculation. It's just pure speculation that they can come up here and say, you know, we just want to harass this lady to get these records just so we might be able to strengthen our defense. And again, as the prosecution has said, it's just not relevant.
Okay. And do you have an argument?
Your Honor, we just merely support the patient, Dr. Rodriguez's patient, Ms. Reed. It's her record. She doesn't want to produce them. We don't want to produce them. And it sounds like from the summary that was given by defense counsel, they're not even asking for Dr. Rodriguez's records at this point. Is that correct? Even
That's
though okay, so we have a subpoena, but you know, so we need protection from that subpoena. I can file a separate motion, or
Well,
we
I
can
mean-
agree on the record today that it's, or as the court determines, that subpoena is
Well, just
withdrawn.
one second, because I'd like to
Oh, yes,
cut to
yes,
the
Your Honor.
point.
Okay.
So this attorney, his patient, or his doctor,
Yes, Your Honor.
are there any records that you want from this doctor?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. However, since we don't have any, we don't know if it references, you know, any type of diagnosis or treatment that's referred back to that. But these specifically, what I read are what we're requesting.
So here's the thing. Number one, he's saying that the subpoena is improper on its face because it doesn't have the correct name, the correct date of birth. I think we all know who it is and who we're here for. If you want to make another trip down to the courthouse and they can correct the name and the date of birth, they can do that. But I can tell you what my ruling is going to be. What my ruling is going to be is yes, I need to see it in camera inspection, and I will make a determination of whether it's relevant or not. If I deem that it's not relevant from the in-camera inspection, then that will be the end of it. But I can't make a determination on whether or not a record is relevant or not until I see it. So just listen to everybody's argument. I've listened to your argument, but I need to see what it is. So she is telling me she has narrowed it down to this specific thing. And my understanding from both sides, or let me make it clear to everybody, that's the specific thing. We're not going outside of that specific thing. So counsel, if there is something that you feel that the attorney who's here today, that there's something that they have, let them know specifically what it is. And then if you all will present it to the court, not to the state, not to the defense, just present it to me, I will review it and then I will make a determination whether it's relevant or not. And my understanding from defense, they're no longer asking for the entirety of the record, which I would think the entirety of the record would not be relevant. But the specific part she's asking for, I'll review them and make a decision on that. So first question, are you going to want me to rule that on its face because it has the wrong date of birth, wrong name? And just
On its
say,
face, Judge, honestly, yes, Your Honor, they need to refile it.
all right, so
And then
this
I'll
is-
ask my client, once they've served a proper subpoena to provide said documents and then, because I understand what your ruling is, but
Mhm.
obviously I can't agree to release her records when it's just not been properly done.
all right, so when will you have your subpoena ready?
Today.
All right, so she's going to have her subpoena ready today. So while she's getting her subpoena ready, if y'all can get those records ready for the time frame, if you give them the time frame, it's not, I read very quickly. It's not going to take me long to do it and to review everything.
And Your Honor, I think the other issue would be that in order for anybody to get the records, that the court would need to order Mr. Wong's client to sign a HIPAA release to the actual entities to be able to release the records to the court.
I'm not going to order her to sign a HIPAA release.
Okay,
So,
so once we get the subpoena and then the court, we would direct the entity to send the records directly to the court.
yes.
Okay,
And then if you all are able to get the records directly to make the process move quicker and bring them to me, and I will review them in camera. And as I said before, when I review things in camera, I really review them in camera. Defense doesn't see it, state doesn't see it, her client's not going to see it. I'll be the only person who's seeing it.
May I address?
Sure.
Your Honor, pursuant to HIPAA and the CFRs underneath that, we have, if it's a third-party subpoena, to be able to release the records, we need to be ordered to produce those records. And then there needs to be provisions that they're prohibited from using the records and disclosing them outside the litigation, and they're required to return the records upon the conclusion of the proceedings. And so,
Here's my thing.
may I pass something up to the court?
Sure. But you may pass it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I don't believe in crossing bridges until they're built.
Yes.
So the first thing we need to do is, if you all will confer on the date she's speaking about,
Yes.
and then she can have her new subpoena and you all just get the records prepared for the court. And if you all can have the records and bring them to me, because sometimes when things are mailed to the court, it goes to 6 different places. People don't read 187 4th floor with a suite number. So it goes to different places. And so nobody else will read it, just me. If y'all will bring it to me, and if you could put it in a sealed envelope that says judge only on it, nobody else will open it. The staff will not open it. It'll go specifically to me.
And can we go ahead and submit an agreed order on how those records are being tendered up to you, because you've directed us to do it?
Sure.
And
If you
put
all
it
can,
with the documents?
yes.
Okay. You
Yes.
okay with that?
yeah, sounds
Okay.
great.
All right. And then she'll get the subpoena. But I will tell you, our next court date in this court for discovery matters are August 24th.
Yes.
So if you all can have all those records to me before August 24th, that would be great. If not, I can read it on August 24th, but I just like to have leisure reading before that date.
Okay,
All right. So August 24th. Does anybody need anything else?
No, Your Honor.
no, Your
All
Honor.
right. And if there's not any objections from the defense, if you all want to appear by Zoom, you're more than welcome to appear by Zoom, as long as I have the records to review in camera. Is there going to be any objection?
No, ma'am.
All right. So if you all would like to appear by Zoom, just let the court know. The court coordinator will give you the Zoom link.
That'll work. Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Good.
Thank you. So, all right, everyone, please whisper. So, other than this hearing that we're about to have with regards to the subpoena, is there any other discovery that the state has in their possession that you need?
Your Honor, seconds before they were called up, I was advising that there was some kind of records that came in on Friday. I think it might be related to this subpoena. I haven't had a chance to review it. I was going to run upstairs and grab it.
All right, so let's see if that's it, because then you will have already turned it over to the state, if that's what it is.
We didn't turn over anything, Judge. We're asking to quash the subpoena.
Well, no, she's saying
Well, let me
that
go
she's
check.
received
It might be
something.
something separate.
On the form we got on e-discovery, it just said notice of additional discovery, but that it was checkmarked like medical records. I think it was handwritten in, and I didn't have a chance yet to talk with them about what that is.
So let's-
We were also awaiting the remainder of the pediatrician records of the child, so it could be that too.
All right, so let's see what it is in case it is this, because sometimes people accidentally do things. And if they've accidentally already turned it over, then that's a problem not on my plate. So she's gonna go check that, then I'll call you all back up as soon as she sees what records they are.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you send? They could be. Oh, yes. But it's all of that. So Marina like puts on my chair. Yes, we're looking for that.
All right, are the parties ready on Nelda Rios? All right, court is calling 2022 CR 11792, State of Texas versus Nelda Rios. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense,
Albert Chidas for Ms. Rios.
are you Nelda Rios?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Nelda Rios who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 11792 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on April 19, 2023 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
I do gotta say, I don't remember. I do have a head injury, but
All right. She doesn't remember that she was placed on deferred adjudication. Do you know when she had this head injury? Was it before or after she was
It
placed on
was-
probation?
It was before, Judge, and she did remember earlier when we were talking. It's something that I was talking with the state and with probation about. She does have some deficits. She goes to Center for Healthcare Services for treatment.
All right. So do y'all think she's competent?
She has been, this is the first, she says she doesn't remember being on probation. And we had actually talked about trying to help her because she was homeless. There's some issues that came up. She's on SSI for her head injury, but she lost her ID. And when that happened, she got evicted from housing. So we could work something out with Haven for Hope, get them to help her get her ID temporarily.
So are you all looking to withdraw the motion and alternate main conditions?
Judge, we thought that it would be better to come and have the motion heard, but again, that's up to you.
I think it would be best probably to withdraw and alternate main conditions.
Your Honor, we were looking to maybe getting some evaluations done while she was in custody.
Ah. So what evaluations are we looking at?
The TAP
Mental
and
health.
mental health evaluation.
My only concern is I understand y'all want to do that in custody, but she's telling me she doesn't remember signing conditions or being on probation. She doesn't have a place to stay?
She was living under a bridge when she was arrested.
All right. So here's my question for you. One or two things can happen. You can remain in custody. While in custody, you will be evaluated. We can reset the motion to revoke, and you can be evaluated for the mental health caseload. Would you like to do that?
I already know that I'm not able of, that I cannot, like you have to tell me all over again because I didn't understand it.
All right, let's do this. Why don't we see whether or not the mental health court will accept her? I know they only do pretrial diversions, but if nobody's going to object to it, I'm willing to do a motion for new trial and we can start all over, because I see I'm not the person who took this plea. So if you would check with mental health court to see if they'll accept her, because that may be the better placement for her, because I think she's going to need one-on-one care. So if you'll check with mental health court and let them know, and you'll have to let them know that she's currently on deferred adjudication, but I'm willing, if nobody objects, to hear a motion for new trial, grant the motion for new trial, because the key is to get her the mental health treatment. And this is a possession less than a gram case.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So is everybody on board with that?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset you for 2 weeks. There may not be anything completed in 2 weeks' time because mental health court will have to interview you, but I just don't want to lose track of you in the system. Okay. Do you have any questions?
No,
All right. Do you have any family?
I don't. I have that. Sometimes I don't even have money to buy me a meal.
Okay.
I haven't been able to have a bank account with Bank of America, but because I don't have an ID, because when I got arrested, I was in my apartment. And it's a long.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we see you?
Yes.
Thank you.
And Caroline, can you make sure that's in the on the form for August 24th? Luis Camacho.
President Counsel, Your Honor.
Hello.
Here's Mr. Camacho.
All right. Where are we on this case?
Judge, defense is asking us to look into some other issues. It's something to do with the bar, where this all happened and possible records of the security guard. We're gonna try and reach out to someone, but
All right. So what discovery is it actually that's needed?
It's any potential disciplinary or formal complaints filed against the security officer who is the complaining witness in this case. There were specific details provided in the discovery I do have so far, where there potentially may have been other instances of misconduct by the security officer. So I'm asking the state to look into that and provide that to me.
All right. We're going to recall this on September 11th.
If I may, Your Honor.
Yes.
On that particular day, I do have a doctor's appointment with my wife. She is going to be potentially going into labor.
So which day would you prefer in September? 18th?
That would probably be better. If it doesn't happen that day, I should be available on the 18th.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Caroline, could you give them a reset form on Camacho for discovery September 18th? All right. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Judge.
Thanks for dressing appropriately for court. Are the parties ready on Christopher Morrison or no? All right, Trinidad Velasquez. Hello, good morning. So in this case, do you have all the discovery?
I believe all discovery has been uploaded to e-discovery for counsel.
All right, has an offer been tendered?
An offer has been tendered, Your Honor. We are still conferring regarding a possible referral to mental health court.
All right,
or,
when
I'm
it's,
sorry, to Veterans Court, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
all right. Bashan, can you have Herman perhaps come down? All right, just have a seat in the box and we'll see if we can get somebody from Veterans Treatment Court down to see if he's even eligible.
All right, may I be excused to go to another court?
Yes,
Thank you.
and so that's for Morrison and Velasquez. Sean Griffin.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Why are we here today?
Just a quick bond hearing, Judge.
Okay.
We're just looking to do tracking only.
All right. Who's the prosecutor? Court is calling 2023 CR 6161, state is Texas versus Sean Griffin. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Travis Banks for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Samuel Wiles for defense.
All right, we're here for a motion to modify bond conditions. They're requesting tracking only. Do you have an objection, state?
Without further information, yes, sir.
All right, have you conferred?
Judge, we have conferred. He's currently on partial because he does have a full-time job, but he just actually graduated from barber school.
Yes.
And so he's looking to do tracking only to be basically a barber that can travel around and do haircuts, because currently he's just in his mom's bathroom doing the haircuts. Yep. And I do have one witness, Judge.
All right, if you'll call your witness.
Takesha Harris.
All right, and you want to put your drink down?
Yeah, sorry.
Sure, no problem. Everyone needs to whisper. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Takesha Harris.
All right, defense.
Miss Harris, you know why we're here. What's your relationship with Sean Griffin?
I have his 5th child.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
have a child with him.
Okay.
And how many children does he have?
He has 5.
And in regards to his financial situation and the children, can you just tell the judge what's going on?
Well, ever since this has started, it has put a dent on everything. My daughter goes to IDEA, so they have no buses. So to pick up and drop off has been hard because I have no one to do it. So I haven't been able to really work. Financially wise, he hasn't been able to really do anything because he can't go anywhere, provide how he used to. I have photos of how much of an active father he is to all of his kids. He has 4 with someone else, and then he has 1 with me. He gets his kids all the time. We just had them. It's just we haven't been getting them a lot because he can't go anywhere, and I don't want them just to be sitting in the house. But I just need help with being a parent, and most of this for him to be there for his kid, because he missed my daughter's graduation. My daughter had surgery. He couldn't go. He missed his oldest son graduation to go to high school. So just want help. He's not a violent person.
And Miss Harris, in regards to his children, does he financially support them?
Yes.
And how is the GPS hindering his ability for the children?
This is the first school year. He didn't get to get anything for the kid because we've been having to pay for things. So he won't go back to jail because he was behind on his bail's bond and stuff like that. And me and his mom have been doing as much as we could.
And what are his sources of income?
He was working. He had just got promoted at his job at security, but he lost that. So he just started working at Toyota and barber. He's a really good barber. That's where most of the money was coming from. And he just passed his test. So, but there's so much that he can do.
So he's a licensed barber. Is he traveling around? How is he doing haircuts?
Right now, he was doing them in his mom's restroom because he can't go anywhere. And he really can't cut at school that much anymore because he graduated.
And if he's able to travel, is that going to help him make more money for his children?
Yes, and to be there for them to pick up from school or anything.
Thank you, Ms. Harris. No more questions, Your Honor.
Any questions?
Yes. What hours does he need to be able to travel to?
That it just depends. Different people call different times. And oh, I'm so sorry. Different people call at different times. And with helping with my daughter from school, she has to be at school at 7:45 and school ends at 3:45. But we get there a little early because she goes to IDEA and they don't have no school buses. So the lines be long. It just really depends on who calls and asks him. Sometimes he goes in the middle of the night, sometimes it's during the day. It's just he makes more traveling because there's not really a lot of barber that travels.
So he wants to be able to travel around even in the middle of the night to cut hair.
Well, right now he works overnight and then he works during the day also.
Okay.
He works 2 weeks in the morning, 2 weeks at night, and then it switches back 2 weeks in the morning, 2 weeks at night. But my main thing is to be there for his kids also because I'm literally a single parent and his mom works out of school too. So She works at a different district, so her hours are the same as the hours that I need help with.
And do you two reside in the same household or
Not anymore, no. He lives with his mom because of,
the, and so you also want him to be able to take the children to school and
Yes.
home from school?
he missed my daughter's graduation and my daughter has surgery, a major surgery, and I have to literally do it alone and take care of her because he couldn't be there to help.
No further questions.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, you can come back here. All right, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court will hear argument.
Your Honor, in regards to his situation, he's a very involved parent. He has 5 children. He's trying to be there for them, not just financially, but to take them to basketball practice, make sure they're in school, doctor's appointments, whatever it is. In addition, he does have a full-time job at the Toyota plant, but to support 5 children, it's not exactly making ends meet. So he needs to be able to travel as a licensed barber so he can go around and do his haircuts and make extra money.
State.
Your Honor, with regard to the school participation, the state does have no objection to him, helping out with taking the kids to school and that sort of thing. With regard to the mobile barber business, during business hours, that sounds like a fine activity to be doing. I am a little concerned that the witness did say that even in the middle of the night, sometimes he'll be out cutting hair. I don't think the court should approve that, but doing barber business during normal business hours, I don't think the state objects to that.
All right, so I will allow you to work upon proof of employment and work hours and to attend all children's school and medical appointments. Your work hour, it's going to be a curfew for that unless it's Toyota. And I think, what time would you like the curfew?
I mean, for the barbering business, I guess 6 p.m. would maybe reasonable.
Yes, are you able to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, work hour curfew as a barber. Will be 6 p.m.
And Judge, could we just note, because I've talked to pretrial in situations like this before, and they want to see an LLC or some DBA on behalf, but he's going to be a sole proprietor because it's his own business. There's a way to put a note that he's a licensed barber. And
If you would speak to the coordinator, she'll have pretrial services officer zoom in. If you know who is pretrial services officer, we'll have them zoom in, and so they'll understand the court's order.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right, so just talk to the court coordinator about that, and she'll have them zoom in.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.